It's Thursday, April 16th, 2020, and I'm going to make a day trading recap for my trade this morning. Probably won't trade the rest of the day unless there's something really nice, but you can see I traded, well, you can't see yet, but this is the stock I traded was Moderna, MRNA. It's been in the news because of COVID. I think it's working on a vaccine or something, but you can see it's been moving up nice and, well, not nice, but it's been moving up over the past few months, even while the market's been struggling because of the fact they're working on a vaccine of some kind. So it was on my radar because it did gap up, closed around 37.20 something, and then it gapped to around 38 something. So about $1 gap up in the pre-market. That's why it was on my radar. So I was watching it for any potential move today, and I got it. You can see here where I got in now. I'll go over it a little bit more. But one of the reasons I got in and of this stock because it was not trading with the SPY. Now, most of the stocks I've been trading in the last month plus have been SPY proxies, basically anything moving with the SPY that's easier to trade than trading, the spider index. So stocks like AMD, Bank of America, things like that, where you can get in and out of them a little easier when they're moving with the SPY. So this stock was not, and I'll show you on the 1 minute chart. See, I got into the stock as it was crossing VWAP. That's one of the signals that got me in around 10:07. But if you look at what the SPY was doing at this point, it was dropping. So it had a little bit of a move up here before 10:07, but I mean it was still dropping, and it was not making any indication that it was actually turning around. Whereas Moderna, mRNA, it had been moving up since closer to about 9:45. It had been kind of moving up, testing VWAP. You can kind of see here. It moved up, tested VWAP, came back down, but then came back up and broke it. And that's a signal for me. When it tests VWAP but then breaks it, that's a significant level. So I got in at 37. What did I get in at? 37.69, and I set my stop just below VWAP right here. I put this line 37.56. If it came back and hit 37.56, I was going to get out. And one of the reasons I got in, obviously broke VWAP, but it also had this little down tail here, testing VWAP, and held it. So I figured it was probably going to hold it. It was moving up nice and tight. You could see this little triangle action here, this little ascending triangle, kind of getting tighter, and then you get that move up. That's another reason I got in. I liked the pattern. But you could see actually on a longer time frame here, this was probably a smarter entry, was if you got in right when it came back to VWAP here and moved back up, because this leg up was over $1 from my entry point. You can see it's about $1.30 or something. But I got all my shares out at the top of this little leg. So maybe eventually I'll start to get more comfortable to be able to take trades like this, hold on to shares. Even if I held on to some of my shares after getting some out here, I probably would have exited here because it came back to my entry point. So I'd either have had to add back in or get in again altogether. And I'm just, I'm still learning to play these movements. So I'm not going to probably be doing that for a little bit. But yeah, still got a decent move out of this. So I got in at 37.69, and the spread was kind of not as what I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable with like 1 or 2 cents of spread. This spread was about 3-4, sometimes a little more at times, but around 3 or 4 cents. So it could move pretty quickly on you, and that's why I was really hesitant to hold on to any shares after it got up above my 3R. So I got out some shares around 16 cents above where I got at 37.85. I just wanted to lock in profit because I was a little nervous for a quick reversal here. Once I got at 36.85, or 37.85, I got out some shares. I moved my stop up to my break even where I got my entry point. So, but then I got a nice move up here. I kept holding on. I kept kind of edging up the remaining shares. I took about 2/3 out here, and then I got the rest out at 38.17, which was 48 cents above my entry. So that was a really nice move for me. Almost half $1 up from my entry with about 2/3 of my original shares. Got everything out there. You can see a big dip here, but this is the kind of thing where when you see a dip this dramatic, coming back to VWAP and then holding it, you just can almost guarantee, and there's no such thing as guarantee, but you can almost guarantee that it's gonna move up again. And this leg right here was the better leg. I missed that because I got all my shares out here, but I'm glad I identified this one as a mover, because what you can see is that, like I showed, the SPY was moving down, but this was moving up. So it had its own catalyst. And that's important, especially these days where the SPY is affecting so much of the market. that you just cannot ignore it really. But here, when you had a stock moving up on its own, it meant that really it had its own catalyst, and you could almost ignore the SPY because you knew this stock um, uh, had its own juice. So that's why I got into it above, in addition to reasons like breaking VWAP, ascending triangle, that kind of thing. So I got a decent move, got in and out. That was it. Not going to probably trade much the rest of the day. I'm not too upset that it's, obviously well above where I exited the rest of my shares, about $1 now from where I exited my shares. This would have been a monster trade for me if I held on, but I'm just still not comfortable doing that. Eventually I will. I would love to hit my 5, 6, 7R down the road. But little trades like this, where I'm able to at least stay profitable week in, week out, that'll help me gain confidence and eventually be able to take bigger trades. So hope everybody had a good day trading day, and I will be back hopefully tomorrow, Friday, last day of the week, with another trade.